transformation. Scenario 24, scenario number 24. Scenario number 24, pivot transformations. Pivot transformations, okay? So what are pivot transformations? So sometimes in the real time, if we don't have our ETL team, sometimes in the real time, if we don't have our ETL team, then we have to perform our required transformations in Tableau, okay? Then we have to then we have to perform the required transformations in Tableau by using the custom SQL. Because every time we won't get the complete data, okay, we have to perform some data cleansing or we have to perform some data transformations with the help of the custom SQL. So let's see those kind of pivot transformations in Tableau. So I'm having some source data which contains branch Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4. It is source format I'm having, it contains Hyderabad, some 10, 12, 14 and 16. Next Bangalore, which contains 20, 22, 24 and 26. It is a source data I'm having. In Tableau. Okay, but my output format is in my Tableau, I want three columns. Okay, I want branch, quarter and profit. But in Tableau, in the output, I want three columns. Okay, to perform the analysis in Tableau, I want three columns: branch, quarter and profit. So here we need to transform 5 columns of data into 3 columns of data. So these type of transformations are called as pivot transformations. So from Tableau 9, they have a new feature. Where we can directly perform the pivoting. Whereas till Tableau 8, we have to make use of the custom SQL. In fact, it's good to use the custom SQL because if you know how to write the custom SQL, we can handle the complex tasks also. So let's see how to write the custom SQL for this. So it is the output format I'm having. So here what I'm doing is just I'm connecting to this text file. Let me take it in my other notepad. Let me save this. I'm saving it in my desktop. Let me take my bank data. Let me click on save. We just go to Tableau. I'm creating a new workbook. So just connect to the text file which is based in my desktop. Go to desktop, just scroll down, click on this bank data and click on open. So now it is the actual data or the source data. Here we have to perform the transformation. So how to perform the transformation? So we have to get the custom SQL for this. So we click on the data. Here we have an option called as convert to custom SQL. Now it is in the graded mode. So for the text files or for any file system, if you want to get the custom SQL means in the joins we have seen, we have to open that file in the legacy mode. So let me close this. Let me connect to the data, click on Excel. So not Excel, text file. Click on text file, let me scroll down. Let me click on bank data, click on open. Now if we click on data, here I can able to see my open the legacy mode again. Mistake. So let me click on connect to data, text file, bank data. Just we have to click on this drop down and we have to open with the legacy connection. Just open with the legacy connection. So after opening with the legacy connection, So how to get the custom SQL for this means just click on the data. If you click on the data, here we have an option called as convert to custom SQL. So just click on convert to custom SQL. It is the existing SQL query. So we have to transform this into our required format, which contains branch, quarter and profit. So we compare the actual data and the required data. Okay, here one column is matching. What is that column? The column is branch and branch. So it is the source data we are having and we want the output in the following format. We want the output in the following format. So the output format is this. Okay, branch, let's say Hyderabad, and the quarter is Q1 and the profit is 10. Next again Hyderabad, quarter Q2 and the profit is 12. Next Hyderabad, again the quarter Q3 and the profit is 14. So in this format I want the output in Tableau. So here only one column is matching, that is branch and branch. And here what this quarter contains? This quarter contains the quarter names. So here in our input data, here we are not having any quarter values. Next, here we have one more column called as profit. What this profit column contains? This profit column contains all the profit values. So in our input data, we are having our profit values in the form of Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. What is Q1 quarter contains? Q1 quarter contains the profit in that quarter Q1 in the different branches. This Q2 column contains the profit in the Q2 across the different branches. So this Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 contains those numbers. Those numbers are nothing but the profits. Alright. So here, then how to take the quarter names? So how to take the quarter names means we have to take the quarter names manually. So just go to Tableau. Here we have to take the values. So here branch and branch is matching. So it is selecting the branch and it is aliasing that column name as branch. So here as indicates the alias name. Here as indicates the alias name. So now this Q1 contains what? Q1 contains profit, right? So I am changing this alias name to profit. I am changing this alias name to profit. So just as Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 contains the profit names, I am changing this alias name to profit. I am deleting this. Next, hit enter. Hit enter. Okay, so now here I am taking here the requirement is to take Q1, Q2, Q3, the quarter names. So here how to get the quarter names? So here to get the quarter names, we have to take them manually. So just go to Tableau. Here you have to take Q1. Here you have to take Q1. Q1 as I am taking the alias name as quarter. Here just simply here what I am doing is, as here the quarter values are not available in the source, I am taking the Q1 value manually. Okay, so just click on preview results. If I click on preview results, here I can able to see the two branches. In our actual source, as we are having two branches, we are seeing the profits in Q1. Next, similarly, how to get Q2? Just simply copy this query, hit enter and paste the query. Here instead of taking Q1, take Q2, and in this bank.Q1 column, take the column as Q2 to get the profit from Q2. So here how to combine these two select statements? We want to combine the two select statements. Okay, so this select statement is giving us one result set and this select statement is giving us the second result set. So how to combine the results from two or more sets? With the help of the set operators. We can able to combine. In the database or in SQL, in the SQL, we are having four different types of set operators. Okay, the four types of set operators are: number one, union; number two, union all; number three, intersect; and number four, minus. Okay, the four types of set operators are: number one, union; number two, union all; number three, intersect; and next number four, minus. So let me discuss each and every one in detail. So what union will do? So I'm taking here two data sets. I'm taking here two data sets, set 1, set 1. Okay, I'm taking the product and sales. Okay, I'm taking here the product and sales. I'm taking here A100, B150. Next here I'm taking one more set, set 2. Here I'm taking product, okay, and sales. I'm taking here A100 and D200. It is set 1 data and it is set 2 data. If I combine these two sets using union, union combines the data from two sets and it is going to displace the unique records. Union combine the data from two sets and it is going to displace the unique records. The output would be, it is going to take the data from two sets. So it means product sales. So first set contains A100 and B150 and second set contains A100 and D200. It is the data I am having in the first set. So here A and A is repeating, right? So it is going to eliminate the duplicates. Union, it is going to eliminate the duplicates. So union combine the data from two sets and it is going to give us the unique records from both the sets. What about union all? What about union all? Union all combines the data from two sets and it is going to keep the duplicates. Union all, it is going to combine the data from two sets and it is going to keep the duplicates. So here the output would be, this one, okay. So product sales, A100, B150, A100 and D120. Union all keeps the duplicates whereas union eliminates the duplicates. And we have one more called as, intersect. What intersect going to do? Intersect combines the data from two sets and it is going to display the unique matching records. So in both the sets, one record is matching, that is A100 and A100, but it display only for once. Okay, it will display the record uniquely. It won't display the duplicates. So the output would be A100. Okay, the output would be A100. Next, what about minus? If we take minus, So minus going to combine the data from two sets. Minus going to combine the data from two sets. And it is going to displace the data only which is part of set 1, which is not part of set 2. We perform set 1 minus set 2. If we perform set 1 minus set 2, it is going to display the data which is part of only set 1. So here we have A100, B150. So A100, D120. So A100, A150 will get cancelled. So the set 1 contains B150. So B150 is not part of set 2, right? The output would be B150. The output would be B150. The output would be B150. Okay. So it is the output of minus. Okay. So what the set operators will do means union combines the data from two sets and it displays union combine the data from two sets and it is going to display the common the unique record from both the sets, whereas the union all combines the data from two sets and even the union all will keep the duplicates, whereas the intersect will displays only the matching records, matching unique records from both the sets, and the minus will displays only the records which are part of set 1. We perform set 1 minus set 2. So now here we want the data from the multiple result sets. Here I am taking union. Here I am taking union. So once click on preview results. We click on preview results. Now it is showing us the two locations, Hyderabad and Bangalore. So similarly, just copy this code. Okay, again take the union here. Again here take the union. Okay, and paste the code here. Now change the quarter to Q4 here. Now change the quarter to Q4. Here the column to Q4. Just move it up. Here change the quarter to. Here change the quarter to Q3. Okay, and here change the quarter name to Q3. So here we have to. It is a separate select statement. Taking here Q4 union Q3. Okay. Here we are taking the union between these two select statements. So how to combine the multiple select statements means with the help of these set operators. Okay. How to combine the multiple select statements means with the help of these set operators. So it is nothing but performing the join. So this join is also called as vertical join. Okay. It is nothing but performing the join. So this join is nothing but the vertical join. Just hit OK. So now here we can able to see branch, quarter and topic. So let me go to the worksheet. Here we can able to see those three fields. What about source? Source contains 5 fields. So here we have transformed the 5 columns of data into the 3 columns of data. Okay. So directly in 9 we can able to do without help of the pivoting. But that pivoting is having one limitation. Just go to the data source. Go to text file. Click on the bank data. Just open it. So after opening it, okay, if you want to perform pivoting, select the required columns. Just click on the drop down, and here we have one option called as pivot. Just click on pivot. The pivot going to create 2 fields: pivot field names and pivot field values. Just click here. You have to rename it. So to quarter. And to the profit. So, but this pivoting is having some limitation. With this pivoting columns, it is not possible to use them in the blending. So, in that way, we have some limitations for the pivoting. So that's why it is not okay. So every time, so sometimes it is good to use the pivot, but the best practice is use the custom SQL, because if you know the custom SQL, we can able to perform pivoting of any requirement. So now here take the branch, take the quarter, eliminate null for the branch, take the quarter, alright, and now take the profit and drop it into text. So here how to get the profit name, drag the measure names, drag the measure name and drop it into and drag the measure names and drop it this here. Okay. So here I am changing this name to profit. Here I want again to show it as your branch being the outer dimension, it is showing Bangalore only in the first row. So how to get the Bangalore in every row? It is showing in the first row only, right? How to get the Bangalore in every row? So the logic is very simple. Take the index. Take the index. The formula take index of, just click on apply, click on OK. Okay, now drag that index and drop it into rows and convert this to discrete. Okay, convert this discrete and place the index as the outer dimension. Okay, place the index as the outer dimension and hide the index. So now here it is showing branch in every row. Okay, branch, quarter and profit. It is the first level of pivoting. I'm having here one more requirement. Let me show you my next level requirement. Just a minute, I'll open one document. So in my pivot transformations task 2, I'm having some online data like this. Okay, I'm having some online data like this, which contains some online survey information. Okay, so it contains, if you go to the actuals, it is a survey form which contains 3 options: A, coffee, B, tea, C, water, and it contains 3 options: always, sometimes and never. Okay, always, sometimes and never. So 1 indicates always, 2 indicates sometimes and 3 indicates never. So we have to transform this data. Okay, this is the data we're having, and on that the input data is this. The input data contains survey ID. Next, for the question 1, okay, which option the user has selected, and for the question 1, the second option, so which for the second requirement, it means for T, which option the user has selected, and for C, for water, which option the user has selected. For A, okay, survey ID was selected 1. So A1 means what? A1 means always, so copy always. And next for B, B2 and C2. So B2 means, okay, so T sometimes and water sometimes. So it is the input data I'm having. I need to transform that data into the following format. Okay, I need to transform this data into this following format, which contains survey ID, row, Q1 underscore 1, Q1 underscore 2, and Q1 underscore 3. So the input data contains survey ID. Okay, survey ID, next row which contains like coffee, tea and water. Next Q1 underscore 1, it contains the option 1 for coffee, option 2 for coffee and option 3 for coffee. If you see here in the input data, here each and every option is repeating 3 times. For every value, each and every option is repeating for 3 times. So for A it is repeating, for B it is repeating, and for C it is repeating. Here what I am doing is, here I am having a new column called as row. In the row here I am keeping all the options, and I am eliminating the other columns by taking all the options. For every option I am eliminating. I am taking all my options in the form of one column called as row. So how to transform this data into this format? So let me connect to this data. Let me go to Tableau. Let me connect to the data. Let me go to Excel file. So it is there in my desktop online data. Just open with the legacy mode. And I'm connecting to the input data. And I'm converting to custom SQL. Okay. So here, if you compare the source data and the target data, here one column is matching. So source data means input data and target data means output data. In both the data here, one column is matching. What is that? Survey ID, and survey ID is matching. So just go to Tableau. So just keep survey ID in the top because as it is the first column. So I'm placing survey ID in the top. Next, after placing survey ID in the top, next here we have one more column called as a row. What the row contains? Row contains our different options like coffee, tea. So we have to take this value manually, like taking Q1 as quarter, Q2 as quarter, like that. So I'm taking coffee. I'm taking coffee as. I'm taking coffee as row. I'm taking coffee as row. Now I'm taking coffee as row. Here after the row we have to take the options for after the coffee you have to take the options for the coffee. So coffee is indicated with what? A, right? So Q1 underscore A1, Q1 underscore A2, Q1 underscore A underscore 3. These are the options for coffee. So we have to take this data. Just we have to take this Q1 underscore A1, we have to change the name as Q1 underscore 1, and we have to change this name to Q1 underscore 2, and we have to change this name to Q1 underscore 3. Just I'm eliminating these columns. I'm eliminating these columns. So it is the modified custom SQL query. So just click on preview results. So here we got the row, survey ID, okay, and the options. Next, how to get for T? So T is indicated with B. So T is indicated with B. So just go to Tableau. Okay, just copy this data. Just copy this data. Okay, paste the data. Here take your union. Take your union. And here I'm taking T. Here I'm taking Q1 underscore B1, Q1 underscore B2, Q1 underscore B3. Okay, and here again I'm taking, because here again I'm taking union, and again I'm pasting that code. Here I'm taking here water. So water is indicating the C. Water. I'm taking Q1 underscore C underscore 1, Q1 underscore C underscore 2, C underscore 3. Here why I'm changing that option means because if you go to the input data, here Q1 underscore C indicates which options on the water options, and this B indicates which options on the T options. So just go to Tableau, hit OK. So now here we have modified the data, and if you go to the sheet, here this particular input data contains what? The row ID. Drag survey ID, drag row. Again drag Q1 underscore 1, next Q1 underscore 2, and Q1 underscore 3. We want the required output. So how to get survey IDs in every row? Create a calculated field with the name index. So just click on apply and click on OK. Now drag the index and drop it into rows and convert this to discrete and place it just before the rows. Just hide the index. Okay, just hide the header. Now it is showing survey ID in every row. So sometimes for the ad hoc requirements, we need to modify the data. Okay, we need to modify the data and then we have to build the report. So these are the examples for this. So now in this pivot transformation, I would like to give you one requirement or one assignment task. Let me show you the data. Just a minute, I will show you the data. So you see here I'm having two sheets, okay. One is the research expenditure and the other is the military expenditure. So basically this research expenditure, it contains this research expenditure contains country name, country code, and here the indicator code and all the years. So here I'm taking here each and every column. But the requirement is to get all the years in the form of the quick filter. So here I'm having some assignment. I'm giving the assignment to you. Okay? So here I'm having the assignment. I'm giving the assignment to you. So just do this assignment. Okay, I'm giving the requirements here. Just here I'm specifying the requirements. What are the things we're discussing to you now? Just I'm giving that requirement in the form of Excel. I'll send an email to you. Okay, after the session, I'll send an email to you. Just do it by evening. Okay. So it's all about the pivot transformations. So next, I'm ending the meeting. I will